Hi guys, how are we doing today? Long time no see. All right, but I hope you guys have been well. Thank you very much for stopping by. As always, if you are new, welcome to the pack. My name is Winnie Lubeme and this is Life with Winnie. And for those of you who have been here since day one, thank you very much for staying. Now, have you guys ever, all right, had an idea and then maybe you're taking a bit of time probably trying to rethink about the idea or just think, oh well, maybe I'll work on it, maybe not, I'll see. And then before you know it, you see something and you're like, wait, but that was my idea. Have you ever had that experience before? Oh well, I know. You're like, where is this all coming from? Alright, let's go back to the basics, okay?
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So I got to learn about this book, and this is Big Magic, and I'm looking at my phone because I have a PDF, copy as well. So Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and of course, if you do not know her, she's also the author of Eat, Pray, Love. We all love that book and the movie as well. And basically, the book is just about living life beyond fear, like the art of creative living and just living life to your fullest. All right, this book is just it's interesting, it's deep, it makes you be like, wait, what? Well, she's saying life in itself is art, and we're all creatives in one way or the other. So she's talking about how most of the time we have an idea, right? You feel it, it never leaves you, you never sleep, you never eat, you basically have no peace, all right, until you work on this idea. So she's talking about how sometimes we have an idea, right, and you maybe procrastinate on working on that idea, or maybe you're just like, oh well, maybe I'll work on it later, or maybe I'm too busy, let me finish what I'm doing now and then I'll focus on that idea later. And before you know it, someone else goes ahead and works on that idea, and then you see it and you're like, but wait, no, that is my idea, this person stole my idea. Well guys, nobody steals your idea, all right? Ever. Nobody steals your idea. So basically what she's saying is that an idea is somewhat living, all right? We live with it. You see how on earth we live with bacteria and viruses and things that surround us. She was also saying, or she says in this book, that an idea is also living and it lives amongst us, and every day an idea is always chasing someone and finding a space where it can be accommodated, and then it never gives you peace until you work on it. And if you do not work on it, and if the idea sees, well, this person is kind of taking some time, or is not interested in me, it actually jumps and goes on to the next person and finds another person who's ready to work on it and accommodate it and work on it, all right? And that got me thinking, how many of us actually have ideas, really good ideas, sometimes not so good ideas, but you just have ideas, all right, of something that you want to do, or maybe it's opening or starting up a business, maybe it's going starting to write a book, maybe for some starting a YouTube channel, or those who are in my line, maybe start a show, like you just have an idea, and sometimes you do not work on it for so many reasons. Maybe you're busy, maybe you're scared, maybe you're thinking, oh wait, how viable is this idea, that even if I'm gonna work on it, what impact will it have, all right? But Elizabeth says there's some ideas that really we might not have the push or the urge to work on it, and it's fine, because not all ideas will come your way and you'll work on them, all right? Those ones that you feel, nah, it's okay. It's okay sometimes to let go. But those ones that nudge you, those ones that never leave you, you go to sleep, you still have it. You wake up in the morning, that's the first thing that you think about. You go to work, it never leaves your mind, okay? So she was saying, you never know, just work on it, and you never know, you could be blocking your own blessings. And that is just so sad to think about, that you could be blocking your own blessings. Why? Because you have an amazing idea, you sit on it and you do not work on it, and then jumps out, decides, oh well, this person is not interested, and finds another person who's interested and decides to work on their idea, and boom, you know. And here's an example of what happened to her in her life. All right, so she had this idea of writing a book about the Amazon jungle, and she thought about it, and she even went ahead and researched on it because that idea never left her. All right, so she researched about the Amazon jungle and all those things. She really did her part. Okay, but here's the thing, something happened in her life that somewhat shifted her focus, that she was like, oh well, let me just shelve this idea for now, work on this thing that is happening in my life, and then I'll come back and deal with this idea. Right, she had researched, she had done almost all those things. It was just a matter of sitting down and start writing the book. And to be honest, she could tell me it was urgent. All right, and like we all do, you know, we give an excuse of, oh, there's something urgent that has come up, I need to work on it, and then I'll come back later. But an idea, remember, like I said, it's living. All right, it was 2 years later that she decides, oh, I had an idea about the Amazon jungle, now I have a free time, so I can work on that book. And then she happened to meet another lady who, again, a famous author. She's amazing. So they started talking, and they didn't see each other for a while, so they used to exchange letters, and you know how long letters sometimes can take before it reaches a person. So they would exchange letters, and when they were somewhat like developed a friendship, they exchanged ideas, and you know, Elizabeth was like, hey, I am writing a book about the Amazon jungle, and my storyline is this way. And this other lady is like, wait, I am writing a book about the Amazon jungle, and this is my storyline. You know how weird that is. And then Elizabeth was saying, they were like, you know what, we need to meet in person, we need to talk about this. So they met. This other lady was like, so you told me you were writing a book about the Amazon jungle. Elizabeth was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm writing a book. And so this other lady was like, so tell me what your book is all about. So she gave her storyline and the characters and how she's going to develop it. And guess what, this lady had the same freaking idea, the storyline, what it's gonna be about, you know, and all these things. And Elizabeth was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense, because one, they had never shared you know, that part of their lives that where this is what I'm gonna write. So really there's no way Elizabeth could say, you stole my idea because I told you. No. No. All right, from that moment they had to trace back on when Elizabeth stopped working on that and when this lady got the idea. And guess what, the moment they met, the moment they hugged, it's like the idea jumped from Elizabeth and then went to this other lady, you know. So she was like, I cannot blame her, I cannot say you stole my idea, because one, I had never told her about the idea, I had shelved it, and the only time I told her that I'm writing a book about this, she also told me she's writing a book about this, you know. So the idea is such a magical you know, or an inspiration. What she calls in the book is, you know, an inspiration. It's such a magical thing that really we don't understand how it happens. There's no you know, explanation towards the same, and the more you try to look for explanation, the more you will never get it. So just let it go. And there's something that she said that I think made a lot of sense to me, and just allow me to read. Do not fret about irrationality and unpredictability of all its strangeness, just give in to it. All right, such is the bizarre, unearthly contract of creative living. There's no theft, 1, there's no ownership, 2, there's no tragedy, 3, and there's no problem. There is no time or space where inspiration comes from, and also no competition, no ego, no limitations. That's it. All right, so guys, I wanted to share with you because I was reading this actually on my way home, and I was like, mind blowing. All right, and I felt, you know what, I need to share this because you never know who needs to hear this message. You've been sleeping on an idea, you've been sitting on an idea for a very long time. Listen, it will never ever wait for you. Okay, but basically, essentially, bottom line is, once you have an idea, make sure you work on it. Do not sit on it even for a day. Don't. And you'll never know where it will take you. It could be your destiny. All right, so I felt it's important to share that with you guys. I'm gonna have to say goodbye for now. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you have not subscribed to this channel, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to this channel. Let's build a community where we can always uplift each other, where we always encourage each other, and where we just talk about real life and hell and everything in between. All right, so I'll see you guys in my next episode, but until then, love and light, and remember as always to practice empathy. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.